What's up, YouTube fam? I'm Senpai. Today I have some tips for you guys, my top 5 tips actually, uh, in your game for Etheria Restart. Before we get to the tips though, I just want to apologize. I don't have any in-game gameplay, so you're gonna have to look at this ugly mug and yeah, it is what it is. Um, Outside of that, I will be streaming on launch day. I'm not exactly sure which times I'll be streaming. I want to try to do it at 5 a.m. when the game comes out. I'll start re-rolling. Uh, but more than likely, I'll be on periodically in the morning, and then I'll probably do a night stream as well. So if you feel like coming and chopping it up, you can catch me on twitch.tv/senpai or youtube.com/senpai gaming. That's SENPVI. And before you roast me in the comments, I know that's weird, first of all, but senpai, SENPAI, is already taken. There's nothing I can do. So senpai is all caps with a V. It's supposed to be an upside down A. Yeah, so come through, chop it up with me. Uh, let me know what you get. I'd love to hear what your account, what you're rocking with, and yeah, how's your union doing if you're in one of those? But yeah, so let's get on with the tip. Tip number 1: conserve stamina in story mode. The game doesn't really tell you this, but every single battle you do in story mode actually consumes 5 stamina. 5 stamina doesn't sound like a lot. It really isn't, but it adds up. There's probably like 4 or 5 battles per stage in story mode. And so you can save hundreds of stamina throughout the story by skipping all of the unnecessary battles. You'll know it's necessary if it's got a gold aura around the walking character. So only do those, save yourself the stamina. This will allow you to spend that stamina in your resource farming continuous battles areas, but also you can use it to spend on your hyperlink charter tasks, right? So that's my first tip. Not the most important tip, I understand, but we'll get there. So a little bonus tip while you're doing your story modes, your event quests, things of that nature, be running continuous battle on the highest difficulty you can for whatever content you're running continuous battling, right? So that could be threat if you're lacking gear and you need some better gear in your farming threshold. Make sure you're running continuous battle on there, right? You're running shells, Nico Nana, whatever you're on, um, run continuous battle on there. Don't ignore the EXP farms and stuff, but yeah, most of your stamina is going to go into those other two. Tip number 2: patience with banners. Okay, you're going to be very tempted to pull on day 1, day 2, day 3. Even if wouldn't be surprised if most of you pull before day 3, but patience with the targeted banner. Okay, save that banner if you can, if you can resist. Really, it's really going to test your patience. Save that for at least 1, if not 2 weeks. See where your account is, see what you have, see what you're lacking, what content can you not do, and then pick the character that's going to help you best clear that content, right? Um, Maybe you're really struggling with Doki Doki and you need to get Inferno done, but you just need a little bit more oomph. You don't have Ramoka? Boom. pick Romoka, pull her, build her up, and now you're slapping Inferno Doki Doki, right? So, or Hell, I think it's Hell 3 Doki Doki, right? So, again, 1 to 2 weeks if you can. Highly recommend it. I know it's going to be hard. I know Rosa will be calling my name if I don't pull her on my rerolls. So please, please, please save your banners. And if Hoyan is available on the permanent banner at launch, Lord help me, because I am going to struggle to not have her on my account. So, got another little bonus tip here for you, but you're going to get LD tickets, so the light dark tickets, you're going to get those as you play the game, primarily in PvP, RTA, but save those tickets, okay? Save those tickets, and after you've reached level 35 or 40, whichever one you want, either cutoff is pretty okay, honestly. But once you reach one of those 2 levels, also your crystals, save all of them. All of your crystals, save all of your LD tickets for future banners. This is a gotcha game. Power creep is going to happen. It is inevitable. And you're going to want those future LD characters, and they are expensive. I think it's like 24,000 crystals to pull to guarantee an LD unit. So you're going to want those. The future characters are going to be way stronger. Then 6 months down the line, Messiah probably will not even be top 3, top 4 DPS units. Save this for receipts. I'm just saying. 6 months, Messiah won't be top 3, won't be top 4 DPS units. So do with that what you will, but that is my tip for you. All right. Let's talk shells. Tip number 3 is all about shells. Limit yourself to purple shells and 1, maybe 2 gold shells at the beginning of the game. Purple shells will get you through almost all of the early and mid game stuff content, right? Thing is, gold shells take the exact same materials as red shells. There's going to be about a day between farming gold shells and farming red shells. You could put all of those resources into the red shells and have I don't know the exact percentage, but it is significantly stronger. The difference between a gold shell and a red shell. Since they use the exact same materials, I really, really recommend putting the minimum amount of resources you need to into the gold shells. Save for the red ones. Nico Nana is really not that hard. There's quite a few free-to-play units that you can use to clear Nico Nana. And yeah, that's my recommendation, right? I in the beta chose to build a bunch of gold shells so that I could push PvP a little bit harder earlier. It did pay off. I got top 100, but you're gonna want to play this game for the long haul, not the 1 to 2 weeks time frame that the beta was, right? So again, save your resources, upgrade a few purple shells, upgrade 1 to 2 gold shells, and then save the rest of those gold shell resources for your red for your red shells that you're going to get. Okay. Tip number 4. Okay. Plan your builds. Not all matrix effects are on all of the shells, right? So the worst thing that you could do is farm a shell, not even farm a shell. Put gear on for a unit, farm a shell for that unit, and then find out that the shell can't even give you all of the matrix bonuses that you need. What do I mean by this? Okay. Let's take Tiamat, for example. Let's say you want to put Tiamat on Bramble, Bulwark, and let's say Swift Rush or whatever. Well, in order to do that, you would need a shell that gives you Bramble, Bulwark, and Swift Rush. There's no other way to do it. The only shells that give those, at least two of the 3 give you any combination of Bramble and Bulwark, is a gold shell. Meaning you can't make that combo that I know of. Now they could make changes. There could be matrix effects that weren't in the beta that are now on them. They didn't include that in any of the patch notes, so or maybe I just didn't see the red shell. But to my knowledge, that is the case. So just be aware of what your end game goal is, right? What are your 3 matrix effects that you want, and plan that out accordingly. El Hades, Pridewind, both excellent sites to see what kind of end game builds you can work towards and what's strong on different units. But I'll also be coming out with character specific builds on here, so be on the lookout for those. I won't do every single character. I can't. I don't have. I won't have the resources. I will probably spend, but I'm not going to spend a ton of money. I'm a big advocate of spending within your means and being responsible with your money. So, not every character, but the characters that I have and that I build, I will do character builds for those. And you can take characters that fall into the same niche as the characters that I build and do something similar. All right. Last tip. You're going to get these little capsules when you play the game. I think they're purple background capsules. They're used to give you about 100 stamina. Save these capsules. Do not use them. Do not use them. Okay. You're going to save every single one of those capsules for 2x drop events. All right. They're far more efficient to use on those 2x days because otherwise you're going to use your summon resources and you only get 10, right? The crystals, if you use crystals, you only get 10 refreshes, but you get an unlimited amount of refreshes on the capsules. So the more capsules you save, the more you can farm on 2x events. So save your capsules. Don't use those to power level. If you want to power level, use your crystals to max refresh for the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. And you should be somewhere in the 35 to 40 range if you do that. So those are my top 5 tips. Let me know if you guys have any excellent tips that I missed. I'd love to hear them. Again, if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more Etheria Restart content, and yeah, let me know if you're excited about the game's launch. I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.